Welcome to another fantastic episode of Small Business Celebrations Meat and Potatoes Live, the show where we do a deep dive on one particular subject with our former guests, as well as feedback from your social media comments on their episode. But we couldn't do this without our presenting sponsor and our location sponsor. At Oliver & Associates Real Estate, we know that buying or selling a home isn't just a transaction, it's a life moment. That's why they're committed to building relationships that last. They take the time to truly understand your needs, your dreams, your stories, so they can find you not just a house, but a home. Give Oliver Associates a call at 661-808-3444 or check them out at yourrealtor.us today. Today's Meat and Potatoes episode location is brought to you by Modern Gigi Gallery, an ultra-modern art gallery located in downtown Bakersfield, California, featuring the artworks of the modern abstract artist Johnny Ramos. Whether you're looking for artwork for your office, your home, or a postcard you can send as a thank you note, go to Modern Gigi Gallery, located at 918th Street in Bakersfield, or give them a call at 661-840-8729 or email them at art@moderngigi.com today. Visionaries, welcome back to Small Business Celebrations Meat and Potatoes. And this week, I'm really going to enjoy this conversation because we're going to be talking about, well, of course, eating the dog treats, which a lot of you saw. We're also going to be talking about the white label Goldmine that our guest Bob Vella is getting involved with or been involved with. But we're also going to be talking about reptiles and the money there is in dog treats and reptiles. And the guy who's through all this is Bob Vella, the owner of Penny Products. Welcome to Small Business Celebrations Meat and Potatoes.
Well, thank you for inviting me.
Now, for visionaries who don't know who you are you and what is it that you do?
Well, I'm Bob Vella. I've been in the pet industry since high school, because I remember riding my bicycle to my first job working on fish tanks.
Right.
At a little fish store in Arcadia, California. And
it's not so little anymore.
No, it's not. No, we're talking billions of dollars worth of business, but I've been in it ever since.
Wow.
And I love this industry.
And you retired from
Yep.
the industry and you start making your own product.
Yep, started making my own dog treats under our label, named after my dog,
Who's still
Penny.
around.
She's still around.
Right.
She's 13.
And Visionaries, if you watch his episode from like 3 or 4 weeks ago, you'll see her picture right there in the show.
That's Penny.
And one of the things that is intriguing is you just got back from a reptile show in which you were the only dog treat vendor at the reptile show. Okay, first of all, this seems paradoxical because I don't know how many boa constrictors will eat dog treats. Why were you there?
Well, it goes hand in hand. I mean, people ask me that too. They walk by the booth, they look, is this human? I said, it's human grade,
right?
But it's not for you, it's for your dog. I said, look at 90% of the people in this building, which there were thousands of people, have dogs.
Right.
They have reptiles and they have dogs. And then they kind of, the light bulb goes off and I go, oh, okay, I get it now.
Now, you sold a lot of product.
Yes.
And of course, this is already getting people going, oh, that's a gold mine right there.
Right.
But you happen to have a way of already being the only dog treat.
Right.
Because?
Well, I know the promoter of this particular event.
There it is.
And I've known him for, about 30 years now.
Okay.
He's a distributor rep. I used to be a distributor rep from 1980 to...
In the pet industry.
In the pet industry,
right.
From 1980 to 1996.
Right.
And then I left, went on to do other things, and he took over my old territory.
Right.
So I would see him here and there and whatnot, and he tells me that he's doing this reptile show.
And he's trying to fill empty spoons.
He was.
Empty spaces, right?
Yeah, exactly. He goes, you would be perfect. And I said, great, let's try this.
Sure.
Well, a star was born at that moment. And that gave me the idea to do other shows, right? Gun shows or whatever show, because everyone that's at those events, they all have dogs, all of them.
That's brilliant.
Mm-hmm.
So,
that worked.
So you could do crocheting shows.
I could.
You could do, obviously, gun shows, but it's just like any time where there's somebody or people that are congregated,
right?
You'd have a booth.
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
How many of these events do you do a year?
I do a lot. All right, so I just finished up this one in Las Vegas.
Right.
Next weekend, I'm going to be at Anaheim with a different promoter
Right.
doing a reptile show down there.
Now, one of the things, well, Visionaries, as you may or may not know, we get your feedback through our social media, LinkedIn, Facebook, and Instagram, and as well as the shorts.
Right.
And the beginning of your episode, we always have a skit.
Right.
And I'm sitting there with stagehand Josh, and I'm eating your treats. I'm eating the Brat Pack. And I can't tell you how many comments, DMs, text messages. Michael, you're eating dog treats. And first of all, am I going to grow, or am I going to suddenly not like cats? Am I suddenly going to find myself, trying to scratch behind my ears with my leg? Am I suddenly going to start howling at the moon on a full moon night?
Nope, no problem at all, because it's all human grade.
Oh, sure.
We buy from the same place that a high-end restaurant would buy from.
Right.
Meat market here in town, the people that we buy from,
right.
They have 10, 11 stops a day. They stop at our place, and then they hit all the other vendors or restaurants or delis or whoever they sell to. Same thing, it's human grade.
But one of the things I noticed, and I didn't comment this on camera, but it seemed rather tasteless.
Yeah, well, we don't add seasoning. Okay, now this is where we differ from a lot of the other treats out there. If you look at the front of our packaging,
right.
Look at the ingredient panel. It says 100% turkey, 100% pork, 100% beef. If you turn the back over of another treat line, they're going to have 10 ingredients in there, and they're going to have some kind of a flavoring. They're going to have some kind of a mixed tocopherol, which is a preservative. They're going to have some kind of salt content in there. We don't do any of that.
And is the reason that they do that, is that to appeal to the humans?
No, it's to make sure that the dog wants their treat. And they're adding, I've coined a phrase years ago that humans have invented taste buds in dogs. We don't need to do that. Just give them pure protein.
Now, one of the things, and I'm sure a lot of Visionaries already know this, but dogs have a much stronger sense of smell than humans do, but their sense of taste is not like humans are. How does the dog know or absolutely start salivating over your dog treats when they don't have that deep smell that we humans take for granted?
They love that pure protein. Another thing is we do organ meat too. So we'll do like beef liver, beef heart. We're working on beef kidney right now. They love organ meat.
So their sense of smell is geared towards detecting protein.
Yep, they love it.
Wow. Okay.
Goes back to the wolf day.
Sure. they didn't have hydrotic corn syrups and things like that,
Right.
and the sheep and whatnot. Now, one of the other things that we talked about, and Visionary Nation, I made a mistake on the show. I had no idea until about 15 minutes ago. But Bob Vella, Penny Pet Products white labels a lot of stuff, and unbeknownst to me, I gave away one of the companies he white labels for.
Right.
But it wasn't in context, so unless you're an eagle-eyed Visionary, you're not necessarily going to notice. But you do a lot of white labeling for products.
Right.
Now, is this one of those situations where it took you 10 years to become an overnight success?
Totally.
Okay, and teach us, guide us through without giving away the names of the companies. But how did, over the 10 years, how did you become an overnight success and doing so much white labeling?
Well, I believe in white labeling as one facet of your business. So white label will help pay the bills when it's slower on the other two facets of the business, because it's steady income. We have POs in advance, so I can plan for it months in advance. So I know that's coming in.
But how did you make those contacts?
Well, sometimes these contacts fall into your lap, as my biggest one did.
Right.
We did a white label for a customer of ours, and they were doing a pop-up event, and somebody bought one of the products, took it back to their location in New York, and said, hey, these dogs go crazy over this stuff.
So it was by referral.
It was. So then they contacted him, and he called me up frantically, telling me, oh my God, you're not going to believe this. And we worked out this alliance, and we have been making their treats now 1 year this month.
Wow. How many other companies do you do this for?
Well, we encourage it with pet stores. So I sell it online through a portal that does wholesale.
Right.
And then we offer a service to where we'll put your name on that label. We do all of our in-house printing of these labels, and we'll take out our logo, put yours in there. I highly recommend that for retailers. I think it's the way to go because consumers, once their dog loves this item, they can only go one place to get it, and that's back to their store.
I have to ask, have you ever done a trade show where you have a booth and the company that you're white labeling for is also at the same trade show?
I've had something similar to that where I was in another life. I owned a rep group,
right?
And we had products in our booth of our clients. But it worked out because it was complementing their product.
Right.
We were repping them anyway, but not the white label, no.
Well, Visioneers, now it's time for the fortune cookie game. And if you're not familiar with the way the fortune cookie game works, I have a sealed fortune cookie here in my hand. It has not been opened. I'm going to give this to our guest. He has to unseal the fortune cookie, open up. Go ahead. Open up the cookie, take out the fortune, read the fortune, and add in my business to the end of it. Now, he is currently opening it up, sifting through all the kernels of the
You get a special price for that.
Yeah, special price because
look, it's not. This is the second one I've had in a month.
Wow, there's no
fortune.
Okay, so
in my business.
Wait a minute, that just doesn't sound right. No fortune in your business.
No.
That'd feel hard.
Can't do that.
So
isn't that funny?
That, you know what? I'm going to write a strongly worded letter. Well, let me ask you this then. So, what has been the single biggest fortune that you have had since you've opened Penny Pet Products?
Well, every day's an adventure. I'm not kidding you. We've been there now for 3 years. Every day I go into that place, the day takes on a whole genre of its own. It's a lot of fun. I enjoy every minute of it. I think I mentioned it before, pride of ownership.
Right.
And I still have that every day. So I love going into my business.
Now, Visioneers, now it's time for somebody smarter than me, more intelligent than me, somebody more articulate than me, somebody who can, just like your man's best friend, has the ability to detect a good soul from 1,000 yards away. Me? I need a sledgehammer and a baseball bat to find out if this person's any good. It's now time for Off Script with Tamla.
Off Script with Tamla is sponsored by Cazador Consulting. Need elite talent to grow your team? Cazador Consulting Group in Bakersfield is your go-to partner in staffing and direct hires. They don't just fill jobs, they build lasting partnerships by listening to your needs and delivering top-tier customer services. At Cazador, mutual success isn't a goal, it's the standard. This is more than staffing. It's building your team so you can build your business. Visit CazadorConsultingGroup.com or call 877-800-4622. That's CazadorConsultingGroup.com or call 877-800-4622. And let's build your future together. Hi, welcome to Off Script with Tamla. We're going to get to know our guest with some games, and I've got a couple questions I got to ask first. Hi.
Hello.
Ready?
Nice to meet you.
You too. So nice to have you here. I enjoyed the first part of this conversation.
Thank you.
But I would like to have some time to ask some questions. What is the funniest reaction a dog has had to your treats?
Knocking me over to get more.
That's great.
That happens a lot, actually.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
They're just all over you.
Yep.
Has a picky eater puppy ever surprised you or their owner by just loving your treats rather than
any others? Oh yeah, all the time. Matter of fact, when we do live pop-up events, one of my favorite ones was in Santa Barbara on State Street.
I just got back from Santa Barbara.
All right, so great. I love Santa Barbara, right? So you go on State Street. They've closed it down now. and you can just walk up and down and see all these outdoor vendors. Well, we used to be one.
Okay.
And I used to love the response that we would get when people were walking their dogs by, which is like all the time.
Yes, it's a very.
And they would always say, "Oh, my dog's too picky. They won't eat that."
Yeah.
And well, yeah. So I'll open the bag because we would take like 2 pounds of our stuff, and they would go nuts. Or they would be dragging them into our area, and the dog's looking around, going, "Where do I smell it? Where do I smell it?" And here we are.
They're dragging the owner into.
They're dragging the owner by leash into our booth to get a sample of our treats. So it happened all the time.
Yeah, that's fun. Well, I was going to ask if humans ever ate your treats because they're all natural, but
Yeah.
now I know that my husband has eaten your treats,
have
so I
too.
don't have to ask
Many a
that
time.
question. All right. Are there any ingredients that you refuse to use even when people are asking you for a certain treat?
So we use 100% protein. That's it. Nothing added. That's it. If it's turkey, it's turkey. If it's beef, it's beef. And we'll go specifically with liver or heart. Organ meat is always really good for dogs.
Yeah.
And they love it. So those particular ones, it's just, there's none I can take out.
Right.
Now we do some combos.
Okay.
Where we have meat and potatoes,
Oh,
right?
fun.
Which is a sweet potato.
Mm-hmm.
And then we take our beef liver, grind it up, sprinkle it on top,
Okay.
and then dehydrate it.
Yeah.
And dogs go nuts over that.
Bet.
Mhm.
I bet. Okay. So probably you've never said no because as long as it's pure protein.
Yeah, well, we can't take anything out.
Right.
There's nothing to take out of ours. It's
Yeah.
just pure protein.
All right. Those were my questions. Those were my questions.
There you go.
All right. Let's play a game.
Okay.
So I'm going to hold this and you're going to spin this wheel.
Okay.
And then we will go from there. The wheel of destiny, I think, is
Uh-oh.
what someone. Oh, what is it?
Oh, okay.
All right. You might know what this is. I'm going to let me show the audience here. And then go ahead. Go ahead and.
A kazoo?
Oh, it is not a kazoo.
Okay, so it goes in your pocket because it has a pocket clip.
Yeah.
Something slides into it. I'm going to say something mechanical, maybe.
Maybe.
I don't know. Yeah, so you put it in your pocket and then you put something else in it to check our tire pressure.
That's a good guess. That's a good guess. So this is a C.H. Hansen, which was just, it's a pencil armor is what they call it.
Okay.
It was established in 1866. Not sure when the armor, C.H. Hansen was established in 1866. I'm not sure when the armor was created, but it protects the pencils from breaking in your pocket when you're a carpenter climbing up and down the ladders. It's made out of high quality aluminum with a very strong clip to hang on your pence, your tool belt, whatever. The pencil itself originated in 1560. It started by two Italian couple. They hollowed out a juniper stick and shoved some graphite in there. And then they made it square so that the pencils wouldn't roll off your project when you're using it. So that is what that is. Okay.
Very good.
Next.
Okay, here we go.
Didn't know you were going to get educated also.
Wild.
Wild card. Okay, I'm going to ask you a question. You just have to answer it. I'm going to do a couple because they go pretty quick.
Okay.
All right. If you had to eat only one food for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Oh, honeycomb.
Oh, honeycomb.
I love honeycomb.
Okay. I think I was thinking of phones. Honeycomb.
Honeycomb. No, honeycomb.
Like actual honey bee?
Yeah, so for here, two things about that.
Okay.
One, I love honeycomb. And honey is the one and only food that you can actually eat and sustain life on, period.
Really?
Mhm.
And just eat that for the rest of your life?
Yeah.
Really? Did not know that.
See?
Interesting. If you could teleport anywhere right now, where would you go?
Oh my gosh. Something exotic and tropical. That's always my first choice.
Aw,
Love the sunsets, love the ocean. My wife and I love that.
yeah, beautiful, wonderful. All right, one more. If you were a mythical creature, what would you be?
A mythical creature would have to be reptile related with the tail with the spikes on it and stuff. Oh, yeah.
Like a dinosaur or like a
Yeah, probably a dinosaur flavor.
or a dragon?
Yep.
All right, spin again.
Okay, here we go. Oop,
Oh,
that.
this or that.
Oh, I
Okay.
wanted to hit island.
Well,
Okay.
maybe we'll get there because
Okay.
we just keep playing this until my
All
husband
right.
tells me to stop.
Okay.
I am going to read you 10 things and you just say yes. I mean, you just tell me which one. Okay. Love or money?
I'm going to say love.
Work hard or play hard?
Both. I work hard right now. I'm in that work hard mode. But I do play hard, though.
You work hard, and then you make the money, and then you can play hard, right?
I do play hard, too.
So we'll let you have both.
Okay.
One great friend or many good friends?
One great.
One great.
The others, it takes up too much time.
And it's like herding cats, right?
And you got to keep them all happy. One.
Yeah.
Well, I'm good with one.
Okay. Guilty or embarrassed?
Embarrassed.
Okay. Nature or nurture?
Nature.
Friends or family?
Family.
Passion or stability?
You got to have passion. I'm going to say passion.
Okay. Roller skates or ice skates?
Well, if you see me on both, you would say walk. Ice skates.
Okay. Astronaut or zookeeper?
Zookeeper.
Yes.
That's perfect.
Yes. Board games or video games?
Board game.
Fun.
Yep.
All right. Spin that wheel.
All right. Island. Oh, look at that. Wow.
Okay. Desert island. What 3 items would you take with you?
On a deserted island?
Deserted island.
Okay, wow. All right, a mirror.
A mirror.
So you can reflect the sun in case you see the plane going over. On that one time that you want to leave.
I was thinking maybe you were going to make fire with it.
Well, no, the fire starter is my second item.
Oh, okay. But if you have a mirror, can't you make fire with a mirror?
I guess you could. Yeah, you could reflect. So, all right, I get two. I get 2 more. I get 2 more of them.
What would your second item be?
Okay, so my second item would be machete or a knife,
Yep.
and then rope.
Rope.
The third.
Okay.
With that, I think I can probably live.
Yeah. Yeah. Those are good 3
Yeah.
3 good things.
Yeah. And honeycomb.
And honeycomb. We'll throw in a bonus item.
All right, here we go. Oop.
This or that. Another 10. You ready?
Yep.
All right. You dig in here. Got my pile of tricks over here. Okay. Pop music or rock music?
Rock.
Rock. Hugh Jackman or Ryan Reynolds?
Hugh Jackman.
Fiction or nonfiction?
Non.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Oh, I thought you'd be a fiction man. Okay. Scary movie or rom-com?
Oh gosh. I don't like scary movies.
Me either.
At all.
Okay. So you're stuck with rom-com with your
Yeah,
wife.
I guess so.
Okay. Top Gun or Top Gun the Maverick?
Top Gun. And I can tell you why later.
Okay. Vinyl records or streaming music?
Streaming music.
Lady Gaga or Madonna?
Oh gosh. Madonna.
Musical theater or a live concert?
Live concert.
Okay. Iron Man or Captain America?
Captain America.
And an audiobook or a podcast?
Podcast.
Okay, now I want to know why Top Gun over Top Gun Maverick.
My sister used to work for Kenny Loggins. She was his personal assistant.
Yeah?
He did the theme song for Top Gun.
Oh.
And when you walk down his staircase that went down to a wine cellar,
Yeah?
on the wall was this phenomenal plaque that had the platinum album, how many times it won platinum, I'm not sure, and then a picture of the crew with Kenny, and all kinds of descriptions about the movie and whatnot. And he was describing this to my wife and myself as we're going down this staircase. And it was really something to see.
Yeah. Oh, that's
Top
awesome.
Gun.
Yeah, perfect. All right. Well, did you have fun?
Of course
Did you
I
like
did.
my Wheel of Doom?
Yes, I like
Should we
it.
rename it Wheel of Destiny?
Well, you can, but I was thinking of taking it. I like it.
You'll have to fight with my husband.
I was going to change a couple of them.
All right. Well, thank you for coming. If
Thank
the
you.
Visioneers would like to reach out to you,
Yep.
give them your information.
Well, it's real simple. Bob@pennypet.com or 661-836-7854. That's our office number.
If you like this episode, please join us again this week where we talk about stop chasing discounts, build lasting relationships with clients who value quality, bootstrapping with no credit, find out if lack of credit history hurts or helps your business. Please remember to like, subscribe, click the bell, and leave a comment. And we'll see you next time.